Welcome to ArmPos Hospitality tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss the KDS setting in server. Okay, so server is actually pretty special because server server is a little computer without a computer monitor screen. So basically what we do is we install ArmPos Hospitality software inside the server, and we store all of your menu data, your sales data inside of the server. So basically, server is like a database. It is a place to store the database and not store all of your data. And all the other devices like a KDS, ADS, post machine, or kiosk, or your online order or your QR code order will have to connect to the server in order to get the menu data and the sales data, everything. Okay, so server is a very special place that we store all the data. All right, so with the server, firstly, the setting in the server, firstly you have to ensure your printer is correct. So you have to go to manage and then go to printer setup, and we have a printer set up already. We will set up this to you, so you don't have to set up by yourself. All you have to do is to ensure you click test for every single printer to ensure that print out the ticket. If that print out the ticket, that means the printer is working properly for the server. And in this case, if there's anything happen, like if the printer cannot print out the tickets, it might be your internet problem. So you have to check out your internet connection, maybe restart your router or do something. However, if you are ensure your internet connection is perfect and you ensure everything is all right and the printer still not working, in this case, the setting might be wrong. So you have to contact us and we will help you to set up, to configure your printer again. All right. So now is the kitchen screen. Okay, so we go to the parameter and click the kitchen screen. So with this one, you don't have to worry anything else. All you have to do is to ensure you enable the kitchen screen artifact. You enable this parameter. That's everything you have to do. Okay, with the printer setting. So this is the print setting. So with the print setting, make sure your receive title is correct. Okay, and the invoice title is correct. Make sure your phone number is correct. Make sure your ABN is correct. And then this one is for automatic pay. This one is for automatic receive. That means every time when you finish the payment, when the customer finishes the payment, it will automatically to print out the receive. This one is the invoice. So that means every time when customer finish the payment, and then it will automatically print out the tax invoice. This one will automatically print out the tax invoice in an A4 format. We normally don't tick these three because we try to save paper. Unless the customer asks you, hey, I want to have a receipt, then you print out the receipt. Okay, so this one is a bill printer. Okay, so you have to select bill printer means the quick service printer. Quick service means you pay first, and table bill printer means table sales printer. So we have quick service and table sale. Quick service means you pay first. Table sale means you pay later. Okay, so with this one, so this is the quick service receive. So you have to select the printer for quick service receive, and here you have to select the printer for quick service. For table sales receive. And here you need to select the printer for the service number. What is the service number? Service number is like it is like you do the quick service, and then once the customer pay, then you have to give a service number like number 49. In this case, number 49. Once you call number 49, and then the customer have to come back and get their food. So this is the service number. Okay, here you have to select the printer for the tax invoice, and I have to, okay, this two is for the checklist. You have to select the printer for the checklist. In this case, that is the kitchen window printer. Okay, kitchen window printer print out the checklist that tell the waitress or waiter what to deliver. And here is the reception. Okay, the master printer is for everything else, like you have a daily sales report or some kind of report that will use the master printer to print out. All right, so look at this. So this is for so this is a quick service receive, invoice, checklist, table sales receive, service number, and this is for everything else. Okay, all right, so next one will be profile. So this one is profile. So make sure your profile has already filled up. So here is your telephone number, your fax number, your address. Make sure that is correct. And your print option. Okay, with this one, you don't have to worry too much because our engineer will do this for you. Just try to ensure your setting is pretty much similar to this one. Okay, next one is the bill format. This is the bill format. Okay, again, you don't need to do this, and our engineer will set up this for you. So just try to ensure your setting is similar to this one. That's pretty much all. Okay, the last one is the KDS printer for the item setting, and this is very, very important. All right, so the most important thing for the server is that we store all the menu information in the server. So that means the server database have all your menu, not including your category and your item. So in this case, let's go to the menu setup. Just open any multi. So you will see, okay, I'm going to edit the 1201, same as the picture. So going to click the edit. All right, so what's going on is, if you look at this is a print submit checklist. All right, did you see that? That means I want to print out this item to the checklist. So make sure you tick this one if you want to see this item in a checklist. This one is the printer. You have to select the printer which print out the job list for this item. Okay, so that means I want to use the kitchen printer to print out the job list for this item. That means I want to print out this item to the checklist. Okay, and this one is the KDS and ADS. That means this item I want to appear in a KDS or ADS. Okay, so this is my KDS device and this is my ADS device. So you have to make sure you tick this one in order to allow this item appear in the checklist. You have to select the printer. That means you allow this item to print out in this to print out the job list in this printer. And you have to tick that one. Okay, once you tick this one, then you can select different device. If you didn't tick that one, that means you cannot select any device. If you want to display this item in a KDS or ADS, then you have to tick this one and then select your KDS device. But in this case, you have to ensure your KDS and ADS device name. How can you ensure that name? It's pretty simple. You need to go to the parameter and then go to equipment. Then here's the machine ID. So with the KDS, it's the same. You have to go to the parameter. That is the parameter. Go to the equipment. This is the KDS machine ID. And this is the ADS machine ID, which is K001. That is this one. This is a K001. And this is a K002. In this case, you go to the menu setup. You need to ensure your item. Need to tick that one and then select your KDS and ADS. That means you want this machine and this machine to display this item. Okay, let me say again. You want K001 and K002 to display this item. Okay, that's it. All right. But think about this way. You have to click all the item and tick that one, select the printer, and doing the KDS and ADS. Okay, and click the next one, print this one, tick this one, select the printer, and say K001, K002. Okay, all the items actually have the same setting. In this case, you can do the group setup. Okay, in the group setup, you can select what category you want to do the group setup. In my case, I want to do the all category. Okay, and then I want to set up the printer. This is for the job list. So this one represent this one. Okay, so I want to select my printer. I want to select my job list printer, which is the kitchen printer. Okay, so this one is I want to display all items in the following device. So I have a device 1 and device 2. So in this case, that is K001 and a K002. And this one is I want all items appear in a checklist. So I check this one and check this one. Okay, if you didn't check this one, you can't select this value. Okay, so you have to check this one and then check this one. So once you tick that one, that means you tick this one individually. Once you select a printer over here, that means you select a printer individually. Once you select your you set out your KDS, that means you set out your KDS and ADS over here. Okay, so this is the group setup, and then you press save, and that's done for every single item. So this is what you have to do. Okay, once you're doing this, then you have to think about, you have if you have some kind of KDS1 and KDS2, think about this way. Some of the items you want to appear in a KDS1, some of the items you want to appear in a KDS2. In this case, you have to go to the item, like individual item. For example, go to the drink, individual item. I want this item just to appear in a K001. I don't want to appear in a K002. Then you're doing this and press save. Then this item will only appear in a K001. So this is how you do the group setup first, and then set out individual item later. Okay, so I just try to change this back. All right. So with this setting, if you don't want to, you don't want to display this item in the checklist, you untick this one. Okay, so this is how it works. All right, that's everything for what you have to do in the server, and this is very, very, very important. All right, there's one more setting I want to introduce to you. So basically, what we have done is in a menu setup. So we have to set up every single item to appear in a checklist, and then also print to the job list in the kitchen printer, in the display in a K001, which is KDS, and display in a K002, which is ADS. We have done the group setting for this, for job list, KDS, ADS, and the checklist. So this is our group setting. I just want to make example. For example, if you don't want to print out the checklist, well, because some of the store they don't want to use the checklist. In this case, what you can do is going to here, and you still to select the group, like for example, all group, all category. That means all item in the all category. Okay, in this case, I'm doing this, and then I click this, and then I don't click this. So that means I'm going to make sure all the printer, all the item don't print out in the don't print out in the checklist. So I press save. So press cancel. See what's going on. So this every single of the item print complete checklist. This checkbox will be empty. Okay, will be empty. If you want to click that one again, just do the group setup. Just make sure you select all items for all category and click this. Then every single item of this one will be ticked again. So if you don't want the item appear in a checklist, you do it this way. So you're doing the group setup, like for example, all the before I have done is all the item for all categories should print out to the checklist. But what about I don't want the drink to print out in the checklist? What I can do is going to select the drink and then take this one. Okay, let me show you first. I select drink. At the moment, every single item in drink will appear in a checklist. But if I do the group setup and select the drink, and then click this and don't click this one, I press save. What will happen is all the items will not appear in the checklist. So you can do it like this. So I'll make one more example. All the items in the drink, I don't want to display in the kitchen because or ADS because all the drink is actually beside the reception, so I don't want the drink appear in the KDS. In this case, what I can do is going to click this. Okay, just let me show you. All the drink at the moment will display in the K001 and the K002. So this is a KDS, this is ADS. I don't want to show all the drink in a KDS or ADS. In this case, what I can do is do the group setup and select the drink, and then click this, click this, click this. Okay, so leave this as an empty. I press save. What will happen is it will clear the value of 1 and 2. Okay, so that means you don't want to you don't want to appear this item in a KDS or ADS. Okay, all right. There's one more. Because drink is beside, all the soft drink is beside the reception, so you also don't want to print in the job list. So what I can do is to select the drink and then select the printer setup, select this one. So previously, okay, at the moment, what's going on is all the soft drink will also print in the kitchen printer, but I don't want to do that. So what I can do is do the group setup and select the drink and then select the print setup, select this one, and then previously that is kitchen, but I'm going to select the not print and press save. Press OK. So what's going on is now it's not going to drink. All the drink will not going to print anymore. So that's it. Okay. So this is how you set up the printer and for the job list. Okay. So basically what's going on is all the soft drink will not print in a checklist. All the soft drink will not appear in a KDS or ADS. All the soft drink will not show up in a KDS. Sorry, in a kitchen printer. Will not show up the job list in a kitchen printer. Okay, so that is pretty much everything. All right. Now I want to change this. I want to change everything back. How can I do that? So I'm still doing this. Still doing the drink. I can do this one. I still want to show. I still want to print the job list in the kitchen. I still want to. Okay, I still want to. So this one I select the drink category. So all the items in the drink category, I still want to print the job list in the kitchen. I still want to show up in the KDS. I still want to show up in the ADS. So this is KDS, this is ADS. So now I still want to show up this one in the checklist. So I click this, I press save. So what happened is everything will change back. So now even this is the code 0, that will appear in the checklist, will appear on the job list in the kitchen printer, will appear in the KDS and ADS. So this is how you modify. This is how you modify. So you have to make sure which item should go to which printer, like this. You have to ensure which items should go to which printer, and which items should go to the checklist, which items should go to which device, like KDS and ADS. So you have to ensure every single item. Okay, you have to confirm this. As a customer, as a store owner, you should notice which item should go where. Okay, so you should set this by yourself. All right. Okay, I hope you enjoy my tutorial. Have a good day.